Assalamu alaikum dear students. Our today's topic metals and non-metals part 7 class 8. In the last session we were reading about chemical properties of metals. From the last two sessions we are reading about chemical properties of metal. In the last session we read about how the metals react with oxygen and water. How the metals react with oxygen and water. Now today we will be reading about how they react with acids, the different acids. As you all know, the different acids, inorganic acids, HCl, hydrochloric acid, H2SO4, sulfuric acid, HNO3, nitric acid. Now, how these metals react with these acids? You must be knowing about the reactivity, as I have already told you, the reactivity of metals. Some metals are more reactive, some are less reactive. Some are more reactive, some are less reactive. But the different metals, these metals, there are different metals: magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, copper. These are different types of metals. These metals, these different metals react with different acids differently. That means magnesium, that is it is highly reactive, but copper does not react with HCl, dilute HCl, but magnesium reacts highly with the dilute HCl. So we can say that reaction with acids. We can say that different metals react with different acids differently. Now you may have also came to know in the previous class that the acid may be concentrated or diluted. The acid may be concentrated or diluted. Now what is this concentrated acid? What is this concentrated acid? Concentrated acid. What is concentrated? We can say it's which is having high level of hydrogen ions. Concentrated acid having high level of hydrogen ions, or we can simply say it strong acid or pure acid. This is concentrated pure acid. Diluted means we have the purity is the acid is not pure. It has been diluted with something. हम कभी बोल सकते हैं दूध लाते हैं गाय से, हम जो दूध लाते हैं वो प्योर होता है, मगर ये गुरस नश आना दूध सह प्योर कहीं, हम तथा आब त्रित आब रलोमुत तथ वो प्योर, वो डाइल्यूटेड होता है, डाइल्यूशन गम तथ प्योर कहीं. इथे पे वो एसिड डाइल्यूटेड होता है. इसको हम इसकी जो एसिडिटी है वो इसकी कम होती है. जो ये स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड जो एसिडिटी है वो कम हो जाती है. वो कैसे कम होती है? वी एड वाटर टू इट. वाटर इज एडेड फॉर डाइल्यूशन. वाटर इज एडेड. इसमें पानी मिलाया जाता है ताकि ये प्योर न रहे, इसकी एसिडिटी कम हो जाए. ना वुचो अब जो मेटल्स हैं, हाउ दे रिएक्ट विद एसिड्स. मेटल, we will talk about HCl, dilute hydrochloric acid. Metal when added with acid, और हम कह सकते हैं डाइल्यूट एसिड्स के अभी बात करेंगे. डाइल्यूट एसिड के साथ अब डाइल्यूट एसिड ऐड किया, ये क्या बनाएगा? इट फॉर्म्स अ साल्ट, एक साल्ट बनाता है, प्लस हाइड्रोजन गैस इज liberated along with this salt. This is a metal when added with a dilute acid. it forms a salt with the liberation of the hydrogen gas. We will take example of, हम एसिड यहाँ पे लेंगे dilute acid, dilute hydrochloric acid, hydrochloric acid, ठीक. Now the metal we'll be taking, that is magnesium. It's highly reactive. It shows high level of reaction with dilute HCl. Magnesium, when added with dilute HCl, it gives magnesium chloride. Magnesium chloride plus hydrogen gas is liberated. That's magnesium chloride. This magnesium is highly reactive. It shows high level of reaction with this dilute acid. When we are talking about the dilute HCl, the reactivity follows like this. Magnesium is highly reactive. It's more reactive than aluminium, and more reactive than zinc, then iron, and then copper. And this copper, it should be remembered that this copper does not react with dilute HCl, but it reacts with concentrated HCl. Here it does not react with dilute HCl. Now we'll be taking second example. Let's take the example of aqua regia. Aqua means water. Aqua regia, it's also called as royal water. It has the concentration. Aqua regia contains concentrated HCl and concentrated nitric acid. It contains concentrated hydrochloric acid plus concentrated nitric acid, like this. HCl concentrated plus concentrated HNO3 in the ratio of 3 is to 1. That's 3/4 of this royal water is of HCl and 1/4 is of HNO3, and it is this aqua regia. It's highly corrosive. It corrodes metals very easily. Now, why I am talking about aqua regia? It's used to polish gold. And it can dissolve the gold and platinum, which do not show any reaction with water and oxygen, but they show a good reaction with aqua regia. You might have known about that when the gold in your houses, which is of 15 or 20 years old, your mother or your sisters take it to the jewelry shop, so that the 15-year or 20-year gold, that its shine gets dull. It's not that shiny now when it was bought. Now we take it to the jewelry shop to bring back the original shine. Now these jewelers, what they do, they polish, they dissolve it, that your jewelry, they dissolve it in aqua regia. We can say it's used to polish the gold. It's used to polish the gold. पुरानी जो होती है ना ज्वेलरी, वहाँ पे वो उसमें थोड़ा सा वो काले दाग भी लगे होते हैं, फिर वहाँ पे ले जाते हैं, वो उसमें पानी में इसी पानी में डालते हैं एक्वा रिजा में, तो उसकी शाइन वापस आ जाती है. उसके साथ क्या होता है, उसका ये क्या एक्वारेजर क्या करता है, इट टेक्स अवे द थिन लेयर ऑफ गोल्ड, एक जो उसकी थिन लेयर इट टेक्स अवे इट, एंड उसकी वो नीचे वाली शाइन आ जाती है, उसकी पुरानी शाइन आ जाती है। इससे क्या हो जाता है, ऑल्सो द वेट ऑफ द गोल्ड रिड्यूसेस, वेट ऑफ द गोल्ड, बिकॉज इट dissolves the upper layer of, because it dissolves the upper layer of the gold, हम ये कह सकते हैं। एंड यू ऑल नो, ये जो हमारा ये नाइट्रिक एसिड है, नाइट्रिक एसिड, कंसंट्रेटिंग नाइट्रिक एसिड, कंसंट्रेटिंग नाइट्रिक एसिड, इट इज अ स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट, इज अ स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट, इट्स अ स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट। अब हम देख सकते हैं कि ये क्या करता है, ये क्या करता है, जैसे डाइल्यूट, ये स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट है, डाइल्यूट क्या होगा, जो डाइल्यूट नाइट्रिक एसिड होगा, दैट इज नॉट स्ट्रॉन्ग, नॉट स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट, दैट्स नॉट अ स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट। अब हम देखेंगे और जो मेटल्स हैं, और जो मेटल्स हैं उनके साथ क्या रिएक्शन रहती है, क्या रिएक्शन रहती है इन एसिड्स की।